Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Denise with the Blue Dahlia Tarot. I hope you're doing well. Taurus, welcome to your reading. Remember, these readings are general, so they may or may not resonate, but if it resonates for you, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, Taurus, I'd like to remind you that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, I take questions on Instagram Messenger. So if you'd like to send me a question, the first question is free and all the others after are $10. And I am giving a 15% discount on referrals for any of my readings, either Snapchat readings, Zoom live readings, or the pre-recorded YouTube readings. So if you would like, everything is in the description box below. And I also now offer emergency readings. I think that's it before I begin your reading. Oh, yes, I also wanted to mention that if you would like a question answered, I am also going to be filming an upcoming video sometime next week of subscriber questions. So you can also send me your question. If you go to my community tab on the channel, you will see that there is a post where I am talking about doing that video sometime within probably the next couple of weeks. I will make sure to link that in the description box below. All right, Taurus, that is all. Let's get into your reading. Show me Taurus in love. Show me Taurus in love. One more shuffle. We have the Star. This is Aquarius energy. Okay, we also have the Eight of Cups. Another major arcana, the Hanged Man. And at the back of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, so Taurus, I'm getting the sense that your person, or your past person rather, because this Eight of Cups is letting me know that you've walked away from the relationship or the connection. Your person seems to want to heal the connection with the star. They want to see if they can heal and restore the connection between the two of you. But I feel that this connection is on pause with the Hanged Man. So while you are walking away, trying to go in search of what fulfills you emotionally, I'm still getting a sense of, with this Hangman card, there is somewhat of a pause or a standstill. It could be that this person may want to heal the connection because you all have a family. So that's how it's looking like to me. And also with this 10 of Cups, I am feeling as though your past person sees you as their ultimate happiness. So let's take a deeper look. I feel, Taurus, that with the Hanged Man, you may still be on the fence about it. So you may be 50-50. Take it or leave it. I feel like sometimes you consider it. But then I'm also guided back to the 8 of Cups, right? Because I'm getting a sense of like, yeah, I would like to restore the connection with my person, but then it's like, what about me? Like, I feel like you feel that you're always bending, is what I want to say. Now, if your relationship is great, then this is not your reading. This is for someone else in the collective, but that's what I'm picking up on at the moment. Okay, show me the 8 of Cups, Holy Spirit. Also, before I continue, I do want to point out that I am guided to the moon and the sun. I feel as though one of the reasons you may have felt the need to emotionally walk away from the relationship to fulfill yourself is because you feel an imbalance between the two of you. Because remember, the moon is the feminine aspect and the sun is the male aspect. So yin and yang, right? So I feel that you may feel that there is a slight disconnect there, but there is this hangman. So that's why I said that there is some sort of pause right now. So it is a bit 50-50, as I mentioned earlier. Oh, okay. See, you're showing me that this relationship is unbalanced, and that's why you chose to emotionally walk away, emotionally distance yourself from it. It could be physically and or emotionally, or both. Take it how it resonates for you. You could also be dealing with a Sagittarius, because the Temperance card, excuse me, is the major arcana for Sagittarius. Oh, look at this. Wow. we have the Emperor. Okay, let me pull one more card. We have the Four of Swords reversed. Oh, wow, okay. Look at this. Wow, look at this. I'm seeing the same cards, except now this Eight of Cups is in the reverse. You're giving me wishy-washy energy, Taurus. I feel you're in a state of confusion. So let's begin here. So the Temperance in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse, and the Four of Swords in the reverse. There is this back and forth wishy-washy energy, because even though you may not want to continue on with the relationship, I do see that yes, the relationship was unbalanced with a Temperance card, and with the Emperor being in the reverse here, it could be that one of two things is coming through for me. Either your person was very much somebody who was very aggressive, somebody who could have ruled with an iron fist, or they could have just lacked the what's the word I'm looking for? They could have just lacked the emotional maturity to be a parent, right? Because the Emperor is seen as the father in the tarot. So I feel like that could be in part why you are in this wishy-washy state, Taurus. And if this is not you, I could be picking up on your person. But because the Four of Swords is in the reverse, I'm feeling like you have made the decision to move forward. Because when the Four of Swords is in the upright, it's a card of similar to the Hangman, right? Taking a moment to assess everything and make sure that you have everything in order mentally, your thoughts, your words, in order to communicate with someone. It's taking a pause to make sure that when you go to speak to someone, you, in a sense, know beforehand what it is you want to say or how you want to convey whatever it is you want to say to them. But I'm seeing here, you are somewhat confused. Like I said, there's this wishy-washy energy, because I see right here that you are having sleepless nights with the Nine of Swords. Like you're constantly tossing and turning, wondering if you've made the right decision. Maybe with this Queen of Swords in reverse, you could have said some things to your person that maybe now you regret, and this is why you are in this Nine of Swords energy. I'm getting this energy of like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I went too far. But then with this Eight of Cups in the reverse and this Nine of Cups, it's as though you're having second thoughts. And also with this Sun in reverse, the reason why I feel you may also be a bit back and forth is because you lack clarity on really what needs to be done going forward. And I feel this is also why you've just been really in your head about it. So there may be this small inkling, Taurus, that you may want to possibly restore the connection. Okay, let's look at the star. Wow, the sun in reverse again. Okay. And the justice. Okay, wow, 3 major arcanas. Taurus, that is very significant. Okay, I take that back. 4. Hold on. So at the back of the deck, we have the Hierophant in the reverse, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Page of Swords in the reverse, and we have another major arcana. We have the Empress in the reverse. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so definitely this is a marriage. Okay, we have the Empress and we also have over here the Emperor, and they're both in reverse. That is what's letting me know that this is a marriage. And for those of you who are not married, it could have been a relationship where it seemed as though you all were married. I'm feeling, Taurus, that the reason why there is hesitancy on healing the connection is because you really don't know where to go from here, because you lack the clarity, possibly from your person's side, is what I feel. And with the justice being here, I feel as though there could be issues in regards to legalities, because the justice card does speak of that as well. You could also be dealing with a Libra, not necessarily. So things like you could have gone through a divorce, or you're going through a divorce, or you're having issues with child support, and so that could be something that could be sorted out. And with the World here in the reverse, it's a connection and or relationship where there has been no closure. Okay, so let's look at these cards. Let's see. We have the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Empress all in the reverse. So I feel as though You are this Empress in reverse, Taurus. This is your major arcana. So I feel like you could be feeling really unstable right now, especially in regards to your home life. I'm feeling as though you lack the comforts that you could have once enjoyed. Maybe you are lacking in the finance department. You know, maybe you are trying to get your finances in order. But also I feel with this Page of Swords in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles, I feel like this is giving me a sense of you're feeling unsure and or uncertain or unstable when it comes to being on the same page with them. And even if you try, or you know, if you are trying to be on the same page with them, it's like they don't give you enough for you to really consider it, right? And I feel like with this Hierophant in the reverse, maybe others have tried to give you guidance or advice, but for one reason or another, you just feel as though you don't feel inclined to take people's advice on this matter. You know your situation best, Taurus, so you know why. But that's how it's coming through for me. Okay. Let's look at this Hanged Man. Let me move some of the cards over here so that we can look at the Hanged Man a bit better. Okay, Holy Spirit, show me the Hanged Man, please. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. Oh. Okay, I'll just take all of these. See, did I drop any on the floor? I think we're good. Okay, so 3 came out, Taurus, and then 4, the extra one. Okay. So, how are we gonna do this? Okay, let's put this one here. Okay. So, let's put this together, Taurus. All right. So, I feel as though the reason why this connection and a relationship has been at a standstill or a pause currently is because you feel as though there is no progress, there is no forward movement. Maybe you feel as though you have tried to, as I said earlier, remember, you felt as though what you have received from them is just not enough, right? So I feel as though that is why the Six of Wands is here in the reverse, because it's like, I'm not seeing any progress. I'm not seeing any forward movement. Should I just drop this altogether? Like, there is no point. I feel like at one point you were a bit sad, a bit down, a bit depressed about it, but you are coming out of that energy with the Four of Cups being in the reverse. I feel like right now, Taurus, with this card, the Four of Pentacles, you are concerned when it comes to your finances. You could find yourself penny pinching at times, because I feel like you are currently in this energy. Look, it went from the Four of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. So right now you're in this Four of Pentacles energy. I told you where you're penny pinching. You're holding on to every cent you may have, because you are trying to get into this energy, the Nine of Pentacles. So you're trying to restabilize yourself financially. I feel as though that could be another reason as to why you are kind of hesitant to restore the connection. Maybe the person that you were with could have drained your finances, and that is why you find yourself currently in this Four of Pentacles energy, because you want to be on top again. You want to be that Nine of Pentacles woman that is somebody that has her finances in order and is comfortable, you know, and can go and do wherever they want, whenever they want, you know. And this is why you could be in the Nine of Cups reversed energy. You feel as though you've given your energy to your person for quite some time. Even if you all are separated, you feel as though it's not worth your time to continue to give, even though they may want to work on the connection. It's like a too little too late type of energy. Okay, let me get some last cards for you, Taurus. Look, marriage in the reverse. Let me read it, and then I'll flip it back over again. It says marriage, sweet love, couple, dependency. Yeah, remember I was saying earlier, maybe your person was too dependent on you and your finances, and that is why, remember back here I showed you these two cards, the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel that you feel that because you were the one to sustain them financially, as well as yourself, this person could have drained you. And so you were no longer in this Nine of Pentacles energy, and that's where you strive to get to, right? Maybe in the beginning this person showed effort, but over time it didn't seem that way. Let's see what else. Fate in the reverse. And we have imagination at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. So let me read those two as well. So it says fate. It says coincidence, fatalism, and fortune telling. So I feel like either you or your person could have been going to a few readers for a while to see what was going on between the connection. They could have gone to readers personally, or, you know, they could have watched readings on YouTube. So I feel as though either you or them are no longer doing this because it came out in the reverse. And then also here we have imagination, and it came out in the reverse, and it says variety, fantasy, and mind. So I feel like for a while there was this sense of, oh, okay, there was still hope for us. But I feel like reality has shown you otherwise. And so that is why either you or them could no longer be getting readings about the connection and, you know, where it's been, where it's going, and things of that sort is what's coming through for me. It's like, what's that saying? You got off that cloud, right? You came to your senses and you just realized, like, there is no going back. I'd rather choose myself with the 9 of Pentacles and your children, if you have any. Because that is your ultimate happiness. You're okay without them. That's how I feel you're feeling at this time. Okay, Taurus, this was your reading. I hope it gave you the guidance and clarity that you were seeking. Remember, if you would like a personal private reading from me, you can either contact me via email at thebluedahliatarot@gmail.com, or you can book with me through Calendly. Until next time, I will talk to you later.